What's up, y'all? I have here the Studer 169 EQ. Well, this is a clone of the Studer 169. I was looking for something with some more control over the mid-range. Now all I have for analog EQ is the ETP5, which is a Pultec style EQ. Found these guys, wasn't really open to doing a project like this where you have to source all your own parts. Thus far, outside of some simple modifications, all I've really built are full kit deals. It's a little intimidating, we'll see how it goes, but fairly few components that I could kind of wrap my head around, so I'll give it a shot and we'll see how it goes. I already started putting some pieces, some components in, and figured why not document the process. So, yeah. So what I'm doing is every different component comes in these little baggies and I'm just stuffing them as I go. I'm using this flashlight to look at the colors, and then I'm checking it with a color chart to check the values of the resistors. I couldn't find a BOM for it. I don't know if there is one out there, but provided my build is successful, I'll share my BOM with anybody who wants. Let me know. But yeah, I just got to a point where I couldn't find a part, and it was just tucked in the corner here, so I freaked out for a second, but I found it. So all the resistors soldered in place, hopefully in the right positions. Just double check each point, make sure each one's good. As I was trimming it, I saw here that I missed one point. Sometimes that happens, you get crisscrossing mess of leads and it's hard to get to or see all the points. So you just double check everything and we're good to go. Didn't really expect this, but I got the resistors placed, I got the caps placed, I kept rocking, and I finished, with the exception of I am short 2 caps, so I need to order 2 more parts. So we'll wait for those to come in. In the meantime, I will drill the face out of these records that I cut into the shape of 500 series panels. These are about half thick, and so I'm gonna attempt to glue 2 of them together in hopes that they're sufficiently strong and thick enough, and we'll see how that goes. So that'll be next. Here we are in my garage and my janky little workbench here. I already made some panels, I think they'll work, but I wanted to glue them together, so I'm gonna make some new ones, kind of rough cut them just by scoring and breaking them and gluing them together first before I put them on the chop. So I think that'll be a better method, I don't know. I'm winging it, we're figuring it out as we go, so here we go. Got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle helmet here. So we got those pieces into manageable sizes. I'm going to glue 2 together, and after taking a look at it, I think that the black behind orange is going to be the way to go. after gluing the first panels together, the orange really disappears. So I have no idea what it's going to look like when this cures. So I'm going to do one with a white backing, and we'll wait for it to fully dry and see which one we like better instead of doing everything black. So here we have the two panels glued together and clamped. We'll let these things cure and come back in 2 hours to cut them.
2 hours later.
Time to cut panels. Always wear eye gear. Be super careful and all that stuff, all right? All right, we got the panels cut. Everything went perfect. Now I just have a choice to make. The white or orange is gonna be a no for me, but we got this weird orange or black. So help me decide which way to go. Until then, it doesn't really matter because we gotta wait for caps anyway. So let me know which one do you think I should go with, and I'll wait for your answers.
Meanwhile.
All right, the people have spoken, and the winner is black. Thank you guys for helping me choose a front panel. Now we gotta drill this thing. The way that I do this is I opened up the file for the front panel, which, by the way, I don't think I've mentioned this yet. All of the information for this build can be found on Group DIY. The designer of it is a member at Group DIY named Audio X. So one of the files provided is a Front Panel Express file. So you can open that up in Front Panel Express's software, and all the dimensions are accurate for the holes that you need to drill the faceplate. So I had that PDF printed on this clear adhesive. You just carefully place this on your front panel. Okay, now everything's marked, and then we can just peel the adhesive off when we're done. So drill the holes. That's about all there is to it. So we got the small holes now to drill the slightly larger holes for the accurate size of the pot's threads. Really have to gradually go up in size on this. I didn't realize that. I mean, I knew to some degree, and I started small so that your hole can be more accurate, you know. Everything is a good fit, should work out just fine. Still waiting on those caps, so that's the last thing. Once we get those, we'll pop them in and see how this baby works.
1 eternity later.
And finally, we got those caps. I just threw them in, put the op amps in, rocking the Mount Cyanide. Now I'm gonna cross my fingers, throw it in the rack, say a little prayer, and hope that this thing works. Everything's powered on, everything's looking good. Let's just give it a quick listen, make sure it works. This won't really be a full review. I mean, hopefully we'll get some impressions right away, but I guess that's not so much what this video is about. I'm really stoked.
Okay, and let me open up something where we can run some sound through this thing. Removed all the processing. This is not going to be super impressive sounding, but we're just kind of making sure the EQ works.
What's up, man?
I thought you were going to give me $1 just where we cleaned up our room last time.
Okay, I will. Hey, I'm recording this. I'll be upstairs to watch Iron Man in a little bit. Alrighty. Here's what we got straight out of the DAW. Here's the Studer. Probably not level match super well, but don't really hear a sound change. That's good. Pump up the bass. It works. Mid. Sweep it. It works.
That's awesome. Let's give it a little listen on bass. Here is the bass. Here's the bass straight out of the DAW. Let me get rid of processing. I totally forgot to record what I was.
I just played with a bunch of sounds and I did not record the audio I thought that I was, and I'm just not set up to do like a demo right now. So I think this video is long enough. I'm pumped that the thing actually works. I hope you enjoyed the making of this EQ. I'll report back with more of my thoughts on it and how I like it. Yeah, that'll be it. As always, please subscribe and like and share it and all that stuff. And if you would like to support me, the Lords or Lullabies, check the link. As of now, that's the best way to support me. So you can get some music, you can get some merch. That'll be it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Much love.